Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Welcome to this week's lessons. Is what it's called. Sorry, it's always my weekly reflection, but now it's rotating three different names. So it's this week's lessons, my weekly reflection, and then um, last last week or something like that. Oh, gosh, forget my own events names. It's unfortunate. Anyways, are we live? And we are. Awesome. Yes. Okay. So, let's see what's the last one. Weekly wrap up is the last one. So that's what I'm doing right now. But this time, it is presented by the number 2 most authentic 19-year-old on LinkedIn, aka yours truly. So, uh, why it's like that? Well, I mean, because I'm the second most authentic 19-year-old on LinkedIn, obviously. Uh, who decided that? Well, myself, of course, because most of the people on LinkedIn are also like, oh, we're number whatever it is, number one, number one. Everybody's number one somewhere, right? So I'm like, you know what? I won't be number one because they can just pull that out of their butts. But then, so I'll just be number two because there might be a number one somewhere. So basically, I'm being authentic in lying, right? As most of LinkedIn is. So, yeah, that pretty much just brings us to our first topic of Sunday of today. Let's see, do you have any viewers? Maybe we should wait a little bit. I don't know. There's plenty of people. Then we can just continue. I hear myself out. Jeez. Okay. Let's see. Is anybody watching so far? Probably not. I don't know. Whatever. I'll just keep going. Not even on you. Oh no, you got just one viewer. Just one viewer just now popped up. Awesome. So we got 69 attendees. So I hope more people will show up. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But in replay. So yeah, cool, awesome. Well, what was I going to talk about? So yeah, authenticity on LinkedIn. It's to be straightforward because I don't like to BS people. I like to be very straightforward. It's in the dumpster. True authenticity. I mean, not the type of authenticity like me being the number 2 most authentic 19-year-old on LinkedIn. So true authenticity is in the dumpster. People say that they're number one this, number one that. They say they don't cheat, and then there's people like this guy. We'll actually share. We talked about this with my dad on yesterday's beer-a-thon. If you want the entire stream, I believe. Let me actually check that if it is. The entire stream should be on LinkedIn. Last time when we did it last week, it did not upload or whatever. It was like, it says 2 hours and 44 minutes, which we went for, but only like the last 30 minutes is uploaded. So let me check if the entire thing is on here. Yes, it is. Awesome. So the entire thing is on here, so you can check it out on my dad's LinkedIn profile if you're interested. And yeah, so now I'm going to share this guy. It's like, yeah, we talked about this yesterday. We're like, oh, we're not going to name any names, right? Well, I mean, this guy has 100,000 followers, so I think we're beyond that, right? Like, probably people probably have seen this. Oh, hey, there we go. There we are again. So this guy, I'll show you. So I don't really have a problem. Okay, sure. Like if that's your whole deal or whatever, like I just have a problem when you label yourself this. Like there we go. If you label yourself this, right? So I don't know. I author. Yeah, you author. I don't know. Whatever. I just don't like this when people do this. Ranked number 1 for LinkedIn community growth on LinkedIn or whatever. USA. Well, and then they do this. Yeah, this is real community growth right here. They just post celebrities and attach made up humorous quote unquote quotes to them. And yeah, so that's how you get likes, followers. That's how you get to 100,000 followers, and then you don't stop and you just go. What was the most interesting, if I can find it. Kim Kardashian, of course. Yes. Taylor Swift. Yeah. It's 257. Talked about that yesterday because that, I don't know. Yesterday we talked about it way more bluntly. If I can find the post, just saw one, but where was? There it is. Celebrating 100,000 followers. Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, I just hit 100,000 followers. No cheating. That's enough. That right there is enough for me to know that this man is lying out of his, So it's like, oh yeah, and then Paris Hilton, yeah, Ariana Grande. That's how you get likes, followers, engagement, clients, probably. Just post about celebrities, because that'll get you there. Because using another person's likeness, a popular person's likeness, will always work. Obviously, as has for this guy who claims to not be cheating. And then the same with this one. Yeah, are you your most valuable asset on LinkedIn? Your likes and comments. Don't continue to waste them on stale quotes and billboards, big creators that don't reciprocate sexy selfie thought leadership posts. Find true thought leaders that inspire you, educate you, acknowledge you as a human. So basically, I think he's trying to portray himself as all of this, and then he has this, like Ryan Gosling and Keanu Reeves, Snoop Dogg, along with himself and stuff. Like a totally real image, which is just, yeah, I don't know. When you see this, you don't want to work anymore or try anymore on LinkedIn. Okay, so over the last week, I stopped doing that. I stopped trying. I'll show you how that worked. Let me stop sharing this to my profile. I stopped completely trying, and we'll see how it works. I just started being a little more consistent again. What do we have? Right here. A new comment, finally. Finally, you showed up again. Fake celebrity affiliation, yeah. It's very likely that he does not know a single person he's putting those fake quotes on. Yeah, so don't trust everything. Like on Twitter, that's why I like Twitter a little more than LinkedIn in the content moderation, because there's nothing to tell you that these quotes are fake or that this man is misleading you. But yeah, like, I saw another comment. I got lost there. I'll show it afterwards, after I finish my thought. And now I completely forgot what I was talking about. Thank you for the comment. It's always when I try to focus on so much on what I was saying, then I completely lose it. I don't know why that happens, but so yeah, oh yeah, Twitter and stuff like that, the content moderation. So on Twitter, if you posted an image of a celebrity with a fake quote next to it or something like that they said this, you would get that's called community note. You would get community noted. And what that does is, if you're enough to get monetized, or if that post actually is enough to get you monetized, then it will unmonetize you, right? So once you get community noted, you lose all the ad revenue from that post, which is for a good reason, obviously, so that people don't engagement farm and get ad revenue for something they made up, or whatever, unless it's satire or something like that. But putting like fake quotes on celebrities, that would absolutely get you community noted. So yeah, sorry, I'm just looking. Yeah, okay, never mind. Oh yeah, so it's BS. Now another comment, Krasky. Let me do that overlay thing. And there it is. Yeah, Krasky might actually be borderline copyright infringement. Yeah, I mean, it depends, because he's not, I don't know, he's not trying to sell anything through that, I don't think. Or at least I haven't seen it posted. It's just like fake celebrity quotes and like funny, ha ha ha, humorous. That's all that he's doing right now. If he was trying to use that likeness to promote a product and try and sell something from it, like, oh, Taylor Swift said my book was great or something like that, with that fake quote and shit, then then that would be copyright infringement. But otherwise, it is pretty much fair use because you're mixing it up, and it's a satire or parody, whatever you want to call it. So until you start monetizing off of it, right, using another person's idea for yours, for your product, then that would be copyright infringement. Yeah, I deal with that a lot because I make videos, and you want to always stay on the right side of the law, I guess. And so, typically, in my shorts and stuff, I don't need to worry about that because they're typically only commentary. And for commentary, you almost never have to, you almost never have to, what's it called, worry about copyright, right? Unless you're selling something through that, like directly. Yeah. Other than that, you don't even need to. You don't even need to, under fair use laws, I don't even need to, like, when I use a video that's not mine in my video, I don't even need to put the source in there, but I always do because it's just nicer, I guess. And I don't put my watermark all over the video that's not mine, because that's just disrespectful, completely. Even though it is technically allowed. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird, but I don't know if I'd like it to be stricter. Probably not, because once you let the governments restrict something, you give them an inch, they'll take a mile, pretty much, right? So, new comment. LinkedIn is business. Anything you do here is not a fair private use, but business use. Move on from this BS. Yeah, it depends. It's social media. It's satire. Or at least he's pretending it to be. And not everything is business, right? It's a social media, right? It's classified as that. If it was strictly only a platform for closing deals or something, then I would understand that if somebody had a problem with that. But this is not a platform for just that. It's a social media, as you always say. So that's why it doesn't apply that much. And what else? Not so much. Jeez, so we had 70 attendees and only one on YouTube. So that means it's not like that because he's on LinkedIn. And 2 on LinkedIn. Actually, only 1 now. That means 2. So that's me and him. Awesome. Great. That's hopefully either people show up. We're halfway through the stream. Hopefully people show up, or maybe they'll watch it later. I don't know. Recently, it's been. That's why I say LinkedIn might be. I don't know if it's. I don't want to say it's dying, right? People said that about Twitter so many times in the past 2 years ago. Say, like once Musk took it over, like, oh, it's dying, it's dying, it's dying. Well, it's still here, and everybody moved on from that. Everybody forgot about that, right? Like about those stories about Twitter, dead Twitter, or something like that. It's still here, so yeah, I think it's bigger than ever, actually. So yeah, what else I want to talk about? So yeah, celebrities. So that's why me and my dad decided that I'll make my own celebrity post, which is one that's actually real. Might not be as much. Stretch your screen here, like this. It looks a little weird. I don't know. I like to be viewed in full, and the banner is viewed and stuff. So, by the way, oh yeah, ad placement midway through the stream. Ad placement. If you want to, still got that QR code up. If you want to donate, if you want to support what I do, if you like what I do, if you like what I'm saying, feel free to donate. $1, $1,000, whatever you want. LinkedIn is dying. It's owned by Microsoft. We spoke about that last week, I believe. Okay, but the thing is, you can say that, but then remember the people who said that the same thing about Twitter are still here. I know that Twitter is owned by LinkedIn is owned by Microsoft, so it might be dying soon, but it's still pretty active. Although I don't know, it's a little weird with LinkedIn because the vast majority of people of the user base don't use it actively. Only like 10% uses it actively. Only like 1 or 2% are content creators that actually post and stuff. So out of the entire user base. So otherwise, it's all just dormant. It's weird. 100,000. Yeah, of course. Yeah, send over $100,000. Use that wisely. I closed my LinkedIn. Of course I did. I want to see. I want to monitor the stream. If I can find it here. Actually, has 2 reposts. I wonder who else reposted it. I thought it was only 1 repost. Maybe it was. Oh, I think it was Mr. James. James Eber. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I apologize. I always said Eber or something like that, but it's a cool name. You reposted it twice. Okay, interesting. Okay, well, what else? Yeah, you posted 100,000 twice. I don't know. Just don't comment. Don't say it twice. Once is enough. Maybe 2 times 100,000. Anyways, so yeah, so I'll make my own celebrity post. It might be a little more obscure, but it'll still be a celebrity post nonetheless, and it's actually true. An authentic one. I don't know what you want to call it. The true authentic one, not the modern authentic one. Yeah, the true authentic, which is in the dumpster right now. So yeah, and it'll be about. We talked about that yesterday as well. It'll be about me and my dad when we went. I forgot how old I was, maybe 9, when we were at a restaurant / pub, whatever you want to call it, in Prague. And there was pretty much nobody in the restaurant, and we were just sitting there eating, talking, whatever. And in come the former president of the Czech Republic, Václav Klaus, and at the time richest man in the Czech Republic, Petr Kellner. So that was something interesting. There was only, I forgot how many. There were obviously people with them. I remember thinking, oh, what are these? Why are they here alone? And then we saw my dad told me yeah, there was actually 2, or I think 4 total plainclothes people. I was like, yeah, you try and get to them. You'll be stopped before you even take the first step. So yeah, so that was interesting. And we were just sitting there and looking at them like, oh yeah, that's done. Then we just left. So didn't say hi, didn't get oh my god, like people sometimes do. I guarantee you that Mr. Kraske there would be freaked out if he saw Taylor Swift at Starbucks. He would oh my gosh, can you give me an autograph? I make so many posts about you. I would bet she would be so happy to see him. Okay. Only 10% people are engaging with over 100 comments weekly, so there's a niche for everyone. But that's only 10% of the people that are active. Okay, so that's 1% total of the whole LinkedIn user base. And then you have nobody could be there, only vetted people, Secret Service rules. Yeah. So yeah, we were just sitting there, and then yeah, so those were basically the Czech Secret Service, and they came in. They probably asked the main guy. They're like, oh yeah, is everybody in here cool because the former president is about to have lunch here? And they're like, yeah, cool, let's sit down. And then there was just us. So yeah, so that's a true celebrity moment, and I'll write about that. My life depends on it. Hang on, let me. There we go. Apologies, and then yeah, so I'll definitely make a post about that. So yeah, and it'll be out today, and the same thing with another post. That was another thing I wanted to talk about. Yesterday's it was called John Wesley Powell Research Conference. I was told it was the quote most prestigious undergrad research conference here at Illinois Wesleyan. So, and I got nominated by my English professor to be a student moderator. So, okay, cool, I'll take it. It was a cool thing. Went to like one talk before my session. One talk that was three presentations within an hour, and it was pretty cool. So it was just showcasing student research here at the university. And my moderator was about media, communications, and entrepreneurship. So people writing news articles and entrepreneurship tips and stuff like that. So it's cool to be a part of it, and yeah, I'll make a post about that too. I got a pretty cool picture from that. So yeah, so I have 2 notifications. Oh, this is BS. Wow. Only active commenter. Oh, 3 people, and then now look at this. 3, 2, 1. That person's gonna be gone because I mentioned them. Come on, everybody, say hi. Whoever is in the watching live, just come on by, say hi, say something in the chat. You don't have to be like all the other people. Just be original. Talk. If you leave more than 20 comments here, then you'll be more active than the majority of LinkedIn. So over 60% of the people. So, oh, there we go. Leslie, finally made it. Welcome. Oh, Leslie, my good friend, everybody. Say hi, say hi. Yes, moderator. So basically, what it was is that, you had, say, 3 or 4 presentations per room, and every presenter had like 13 minutes to present their whatever they were presenting. And I was the moderators were there to, first of all, keep time, and second of all, to like introduce the audience to them and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I did. I had a co-moderator as well, and yeah, so it was a fun experience. Made it. Hello, absolutely, yeah. So yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, these events run like 30 minutes, depending. Actually, I changed that last week when I did a 40-minute event because there were plenty of people engaging, so I didn't want to just end it. And yeah, so I talked on a little more. Yeah, and once the stream ends, you can probably rewind and check out what I had to say earlier. I think you'd like what I had to say. So, I don't do news on here that much, unless it's like opinions on news, on what's going on in the world, or with AI or technology and stuff like that. So, yeah, and well, yeah. So it's just basically opinion. So news you got everywhere, every day. It's just too much news sometimes, especially nowadays. So, yeah, here you only get very honest opinions about stuff. I used to be a little more tame in these because I was a little scared and wanted to be still truly authentic, right? Not like the type of authentic that goes on to say that he doesn't cheat and then uses some celebrity's likeness to sell his shit. But yeah, that's just the state of LinkedIn and probably even the world that we live in right now. It's just lies, cheats. I mean, it's always been like that pretty much, right? Everybody lies, and so I just decided to, instead of trying to fight it, instead of trying to actually work genuinely, I said no more. I'm not gonna just go against these people who just cheat, right? So that's why I started doing pure chat GPT posts, and that's what I wanted to show, by the way. Before, what is this? Beer. Yeah, that's what I also showed on the beer-a-thon yesterday. Oh, opinion is great. Some news presents facts, but it's actually opinion. So glad that you're just stating it's an opinion. Yeah, this is all an opinion. Unless it's like, well, I might want at some points do. I'll find like an article, then I'll go through it, and then I'll like analyze it. Maybe it's about AI. I'll be like, okay, this is true or this is wrong or something like that, or with the quote unquote the dead internet theory, which is not a theory anymore, especially on LinkedIn, where it's just because the definition of that is bots online talking to other bots, which is literally happening on LinkedIn in increasing numbers, which is just frightening. I don't know, a little bit. So yeah, so we've entered this era, and yeah, it's sad. Yeah, I'll just show this. Hang on, let me turn off this overlay. Share my screen. Okay, you can see it. Yes, we can see it. Awesome. So yeah, so before that, I'll expand it to 28 days. Right. So I wasn't getting much because I didn't have much time to write posts because like I said, I want to be honest, authentic, and all that crap what everybody tells you to do, and then they just plug it into ChatGPT, and then that's it. So that's what I started doing, just like everybody else, right? About last week, so 7 days ago. Let's see, what was it? 7th? Yeah, like around here. That's why you can see that I started posting every day, and it starts increasing and increasing some more. Oh, sorry. Literally happening on LinkedIn. It sounds like conspiracy opinion, to be honest. I mean, maybe I'm just a big conspiracy theorist, but I think it is. I mean, if you look at it, it's just who is talking to you. What's the most messages you get? The feed that you get is just literally ChatGPT pasted. They use automation tools, right? All these bots. That's what I mean by that, automation tools. So literally just a bot with a human face, right? Of course, but it talks to automation tools talking to other automation tools, but just with human faces. But so it's basically bots talking to bots, right? To break it down completely. Yeah, so that's what I started doing. I started being, authentic, just like everybody else is authentic, and look where it got me, right? Then you have more time to post. Well, no, then you have less time to make a post, and therefore you can post consistently, because what you do is just make a random ass generic topic, put it into ChatGPT, generates a post, a beautiful post. Like I'll show you. So this was I think my last genuine post. Yeah, and then I started. This is a completely ChatGPT generated post, and then wait, show more please. I don't want to. Okay, completely ChatGPT generated post, and it gets more than a genuine story and insight, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, in DMs. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not like in even in the feed. If you look in the feed, right, ChatGPT posts, and then you got that, and then who's commenting, right? It's bots. It's like, oh, beautiful insight, great insight, whatever. Or it's either a human that uses just what's it called? Those pre-made messages, whatever it's called, recommended replies, or it's just a person. I saw an extension that literally, you click on the comment, you click on the Google extension, whatever browser you're using, and bam, you just click like, oh, what style do you want the response in, and then you click, for example, with a thoughtful with a question, and then it just creates a completely botted response. Bam, that's done. So in some cases like that too, maybe like human controlled bots. Maybe it's not autonomous bots only in DMs, but it's proliferating slowly but surely. And once autonomous bots take over completely, then yeah, it's just going to be dead internet. Yeah, so yeah, this is what broke me pretty much, right? When I saw like 16 likes on a post that took me 5 minutes, right? Versus, for example, right, this took me like an hour to make, even a little more. But the photo, I had to stage everything right, and so it was just, nope, I'm not doing this anymore. I just did that, completely ChatGPT generated, It's just way better, and it dumbs it down better for people, I guess, because we're so now used to ChatGPT text that people understand it way better. So yeah. So that's a good note to end it on, I guess. I don't know, because a lesson from all of this, just be So be as authentic as those around you. And for me, that's you know, just lying out of my ass, to put it very sharply. And yeah, so, and I don't know if it's cheating. You can call it cheating, but I'm not the one who's gonna try when all the other people around me are getting hundreds of thousands of followers, or well, I think maybe like Krasky guy, 100,000 followers, so let's say tens of thousands of followers, from literally just using celebrities' likeness, and yeah, get engagement from that, and then sell stuff from that. I'll just not do that. I'll not deal with it. I won't be authentic because it apparently doesn't work. Apparently, this stuff works for people, so I'll do what works best for people to propel myself. Right, kind of a utilitarian view. Okay. AI posts are better received by audiences. AI is better than you, was my deep Sunday thought. Yeah, thanks, Leslie. Thanks for showing up. Glad you could make it. Thanks for the thoughtful comments, insightful comments. All right, and yeah, I liked your post yesterday. By the way, that was a good one. Yeah, AI is better than you, was my yeah. And it is. It's true, that one. And then the last comments and engagement are the bread and butter. Yeah, exactly. That's a good note to end it on. Comment originally. Okay, it doesn't have to be long. It can be just shorter comments, but yeah, connect with people. It's a social media guy with people. Gosh. All right, cool. Well, I'll see you next Sunday at about the same time. Yeah, hold on. Not about the same time. I'm very punctual at the same time. And yeah, so thanks for watching. And